Mercedes, do not drive over 50 miles per hour. Warning. Let's check it out.
If your Mercedes-Benz AMG GT is experiencing a "do not drive over 50 mph" warning on the dash, do not replace the suspension airbags or the hydraulic pump until you check the coding in your EHRC control unit. It is the classic trap for AMG owners. You see a suspension warning, the car feels like it's stuck in a weird height. And the first thing a generic shop tells you is that you've got a massive hydraulic leak or a blown compressor. They see those level control error codes and immediately start pointing the parts cannon at your wallet, quoting you $5,000 or $6,000 for hardware that isn't even broken. The reality is far more frustrating, but thankfully much cheaper to fix if you know what's actually happening behind the scenes. We are talking about a specific ghost in the machine that affects the 2021 through 2025 AMG GT four-door coupes and the newer GT Coupes and Roadsters. If your car has option code 479, which is that fancy front axle lift system combined with AIRMATIC, you are right in the crosshairs of a manufacturer software defect. This isn't a mechanical failure in the traditional sense. It's a digital identity crisis. Your car has a suspension control unit called the N511, also known as the EHRC232. This brain is responsible for managing the semi-active roll stabilization and that front-end lift that keeps you from scraping your expensive carbon fiber splitter on every driveway. The problem is that many of these units left the factory with corrupted or incorrect SCN coding. In the world of high-performance Mercedes-Benz engineering, SCN stands for Software Calibration Number. Think of it as the operating instructions for the hardware. When this coding is wrong, the computer literally forgets how to interpret the data coming from the pressure sensors and the height sensors. It starts seeing ghosts. It looks at a perfectly healthy hydraulic line and decides the signal is implausible. Or it thinks the pump has been running for 10 minutes when it's only been running for 10 seconds. Specifically, you're going to see two very scary sounding codes if you hook this up to a scanner. The first is DTC C128763. This one tells the tech that the pressure control system has an implausible signal. In plain English, the computer is receiving data that it thinks is physically impossible, so it panics. The second is DTC C128864, which triggers an overload protection mode. The computer thinks the system is working too hard and is about to burn itself out, so it shuts everything down and throws that 50 mph speed limiter at you. This 50 mph limit isn't just a suggestion, it's a hard safety software lock. Mercedes does this because if the roll stabilization or the ride height is truly malfunctioning at high speeds, an AMG GT becomes a very dangerous, unpredictable machine. But because this is a software glitch, you're being punished for a mechanical crime that never actually happened. Owners on the forums have reported driving home in the slow lane with flashers on, feeling humiliated in a six-figure supercar, all because a line of code is slightly off. The physics of why the manufacturer's design failed here is fascinating. On these GT models, the front axle lift works by essentially overstuffing the front struts with hydraulic fluid to physically extend the shock body. This requires incredibly tight tolerances for pressure monitoring. The EHRC232 unit has to balance the active roll bars, which keep the car flat in corners, with the vertical lift of the front end. When the coding is wrong, the math doesn't add up. The unit sees the spike in pressure required to lift the car and misinterprets it as a blockage or a sensor failure. The repair for this doesn't involve a single wrench or a drop of hydraulic fluid. A technician has to hook your car up to the Mercedes-Benz Entry diagnostic system and perform what's called an SCN coding procedure. They are essentially wiping the brain of the N511 unit and reflashing it with the correct updated parameters from the Mercedes mothership in Germany. Once that fresh code is in, the computer suddenly understands the sensor data again. The phantom pressure spikes disappear and the overload protection is deactivated. After the software update, the tech has to perform a series of manual actuations. They'll cycle the front lift up and down multiple times while watching the live data stream. If the "do not drive over 50 mph" message stays away and the hydraulic pressures stay within the new, correctly defined digital boundaries, the car is cured. It's a clean, surgical fix that addresses the root cause rather than just swapping out parts and hoping for the best. The owner experience for this issue usually follows a predictable pattern. It starts with an intermittent warning that goes away when you restart the car. You think it's a fluke. Then, One day, you go to lift the front end for a speed bump. The pump hums for a second, and suddenly the dash turns red, and the car won't let you accelerate past school zone speeds. Many owners have spent weeks at the dealer while technicians inspected for leaks that didn't exist, simply because the TSB number LI3234P080258 wasn't the first thing they checked. If your car was produced on or before October 15, 2025, this software patch is your silver bullet. You don't need new struts, you don't need a new EHRC module, and you certainly don't need to trade the car in. You just need a tech who knows how to navigate the SCN coding menu in Zentry. It's a hidden defect because there's nothing broken to look at. You can't see bad code with a flashlight. Now, let's talk about the damage to your wallet. If you take this to a high-end independent shop that has a licensed Mercedes Zentry setup, you're looking at about 2 to 3 hours of labor for the diagnostic and the reprogramming. At a typical independent rate, you should expect a total bill somewhere between $225 and $325. It's mostly just plug-and-play time while the computer does its work. If you head to the dealership, the Mercedes tax kicks in. Dealers often have a higher flat rate for diagnostic hookup fees, and SCN coding is billed as a premium service. You can expect the dealership estimate to land between $450 and $650. While that's more expensive than the local shop, the dealership is often the safest bet for this specific issue because they have the most direct, high-speed connection to the German servers for the latest SCN files. Either way, it's a drop in the bucket compared to the $4,000 you'd spend if you let them talk you into a new hydraulic pump. Have you seen that 50 MPH warning on your AMG, or did your dealer try to sell you a whole new suspension system for a software problem? Let me know in the comments. And make sure to like and subscribe so you don't get hit by the next parts cannon repair bill.
Guys, that completes our video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.